What else can you say, but it's time for some football, and we're just minutes away from the opening kickoff. We'll now go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for our call. Guys?
It looks like it'll be mild and cloudy for the game. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth getting set for the call. We're thrilled to bring you this great NFL football rivalry. Chris, any thoughts?
I talked to both of these coaches earlier in the week, and the funny thing is, every time I come out of a conversation with one coach, I'm sure that team's going to win, and then I go talk to the other coach, and I'm sure that team's going to win. So I basically don't know what's going to happen today.
We're underway. Robinson from the 4. At the 30. Drilled at the 35. I'm sure they'd like to come away with some points as they take the field for the first time. They'll get the ball here at the 35. 6 DBs in the lineup. Here's the halfback. He's brought down around the 39-yard line. The halfback runs for 4 yards. Second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on their own 39. They'll give it off here. He's dropped right around the 44-yard line. So the back will come away with a first down on the play.
But defense is so focused on trying to make offenses one-dimensional and take away the run. Anytime you see a gain of 6 yards and a first down, that's pretty impressive.
Smith on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Threw it right to him, but he can't hang on. Bruce was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt.
Section 21, row 11, seat 11. You're the winner of a pair of 1-carat diamond earrings.
From their own 45-yard line. The 49ers come out in a shotgun set. Back to pass. Looking for an open man. The pass is away. Out of bounds, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Third and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. San Francisco comes out with 2 tight ends. Looks to pass. Looking for a receiver. Moves forward. Incomplete. No connection this time. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Section 10, row 18, seat 4. You're the winner of an 18-speed mountain bike.
They line up at the 45. I'm not sure I really agree with this call to go for it, but that's why I'm not in coaching, folks. Passes it out. And they get him at the 44-yard line. What an unbelievable fourth down conversion.
And if you want to know why this quarterback walks around with a little strut, that's exactly why right there. He can make plays like that.
They'll come out in the eye. Hands it off. Gains his way to the 33-yard line. They need to come up with a better game plan to stop this guy.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They can't keep giving up those big chunks of yardage like that. They do, it's going to be awfully tough to stop this offense.
Gord lines up as the deep back, I formation. He's tackled at the 31. Gord picks up 2 yards with the carry. It's second down and 8 to go. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Back to throw. Dumps it out left. Knocked away. Without a doubt, that play is worth a closer look. They'll need 8 here. Two tight end set. Looking to throw. Under heavy pressure. Time to break down that play using... Not much indecision by the coach here. He'll keep the offense out there to go for it. He drops back to pass. Throws out to the left. Leaping catch. He's brought down at about the 13-yard line. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Smith with the give. He's dropped at the 11. Gore gains around 3 yards on the counter play. On the 11 now. Two tight ends this time as they come out in a big set. They'll keep it on the ground again. He's dropped in the open field. A pickup of a yard for the halfback. They're 10 yards away.
Let's stop it right now. Get in this game. Let's go.
Gord lines up as the single back. Back to pass. He throws it. Pass falls incomplete. Bruce was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt.
Let's go, boy.
Once again, they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Smith comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Just clanks right off his hand.
Let's go, boy.
They'll start at the 10. It's 1st and 10. The Seahawks go with the I formation. The Seahawks use motion. Looks to pass. Scans the field. Makes the reception. He's tackled at the 21-yard line. These days, you need a back who has good hands.
Yeah, running backs today have to be really complete players. You mentioned the fact they have to be able to catch the football and make plays on the outside. But blocking is so key as well. You have to be able to do it all if you're going to be playing halfback in the NFL.
Pitch out. And he will lose yardage on the play. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
2nd down and 14. Hasselbeck comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. Jones on the give. Brought down around the 21-yard line. Jones gets about 4 yards on the play. We're still locked up 0-0 as we head to the 2nd quarter. They line up at the 21. Hasselbeck lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation. He drops back. Goes through his read. Tackled at the 34-yard line. He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. First down.
And you can tell there's a lot of confidence between these two guys. The quarterback has faith in these tough situations to go to that receiver and make big plays.
Again with the carry. Gains his way to the 43-yard line. A 9-yard pickup by the halfback on the counter play. Second and short coming up here. The Seahawks come out in the ace formation. Hasselback drops to throw. Strong throw to his right. Might have an injury down on the field. From the 49-yard line. Hasselback is under center. They'll come out in the single back formation. And they motion a guy to the right. On the run, he throws it. How can you drop that? They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. They line up at the 49. San Francisco lines up with 5 defensive backs. Back to pass. Catch is made. That might be holding. Let's see what the official's call is on the field.
Holding. Offense.
It looked like he got a handful of jersey on that.
Well, you hold with your hands, but more often than not, holding is created by not moving your feet. There, clearly, he didn't get his feet in position, so he had no choice but to hold.
From their own 48-yard line. He gets another carry. He fights forward to around midfield. Jones comes away with about 2 yards on the counter play. So another third down upcoming for the offense. Morris alone in the backfield. He drops back to pass. No completion. Ingram wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. So it's fourth down, and the punt unit onto the field to kick it away. Punts it. Ouch. Not a good kick here. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They're packed in tight on the line. Here's the give. And they get him around the 37-yard line.
Frank Gore has really turned himself into a powerful superstar style of runner in the NFL. A very classic one-cut runner. He's not going to dance around. He's going to find the hole, and he's going to give it everything he has to get every inch that he can in that hole.
They go with the run. He lost yardage on the play. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He's looking to throw. Moves up in the pocket. And it's caught. 2 minutes left in the half. Nice little pickup on that pass pattern.
And I really shouldn't feel this way, but I get a little nervous every time this guy goes up to make a catch, you know, because he's had a little bit of a history of dropping some balls, but today doing a nice job hanging on and a big play there.
Third down, they need 6 for a first. Ball on the 41-yard line. Back to pass. He throws on the run. He leaps. It's caught. Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all. And sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
The 49ers line up with 2 tight ends. He took a shot at the 26-yard line. That was a big-time run, and with it, he got the first down.
Terrific play. Got everything done there except stopping the clock. And I know that sometimes when you're in the middle of a nice gainer out there, it's so difficult to think about going out of bounds because you're thinking, I'm going to break this one for the big one.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. He hauled in that long pass for a touchdown.
What are you going to do? How do you defend that? That's just perfectly executed between a hot quarterback and a pretty good receiver.
And they line up for the extra point. And the point after is good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Nedney will be kicking off. The kick is away. Burleson drops it. Spencer recovered it. And a costly fumble.
He was hit hard on that one, but you have to expect that on kick returns because you have guys flying 100 miles per hour in both directions.
They'll take over at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10. I formation here. On play action. Goes for the home run. He's got it. Touchdown. It looked like everything worked to perfection on that one, Chris.
Well, this receiver may not be the fastest guy in the world, but he certainly knows how to work a defense. And you could tell this quarterback believes in him. He stayed with him, and they hit it beautifully for a touchdown.
Up and good. And they look ready to kick this one deep. Kicks this one deep. Burleson fields it at the 1. They get him at the 29-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. They'll set up shop at the 29-yard line. They line this one up in shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out in the formation. Drops back to pass. He's under a heavy rush. Jones was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in.
Congratulations to the person sitting in Section 25, Row 22, Seat 1. You've just won a copy of this year's edition of EA Sports Madden Football. It's in the game.
From their own 29-yard line. Only one man back. Back to throw. Throws to his left. He's brought down right around the 44-yard line.
You know, one of the dangers in playing against Matt Hasselbeck is he's so good at those quick throws and the West Coast style of offense and getting the ball out of his hands that every once in a while a defense tends to sort of creep down on him and try and make plays, and then all of a sudden, right over the top, he hits you for a touchdown. That's the kind of ability this guy has. Very patient, but has big play capability.
Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on their own 45. San Francisco comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. He drops back to pass. Pass is complete. The Seahawks will take their second time out of the half. They line up at the 39. Hasselbeck steps to the line of scrimmage. They'll come out in the single back formation. Rockets it out. He's dropped at the 23. Nice play there to pick up the first down.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
San Francisco trying to call an audible on defense.
Turbo. Let's go left.
Drops back. Rolling right. In and out of his hand. He got rocked on that one, and the ball popped right out of there.
Yeah, he got rocked and the ball rolled. There was nothing left after that hit.
Hasselbeck is under center. They'll come up in an I this time. He drops back to pass. Short throw to the left. And they get him at the 14. He's there for the catch once again. That's number 2 on this offensive possession.
You know, you hear all the time about quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, but sometimes a quarterback and a receiver can get into a rhythm where the quarterback begins to look to one guy a little bit more because he feels more comfortable, and I think that's beginning to happen now.
The 49ers just took their first time out. They'll set up shop at the 21-yard line. Smith is in the gun. 4 wide receivers this time. Smith on first down. Moves forward. And the last guy gets him. And as we head to halftime, the score is 14-0.
Thanks, guys. Here's a quick recap of some of the bigger plays of the first half.
As both teams take the field, we're just about ready for the second half. Booming kick. Morris from the 1. Brought down at the 28-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. They'll line up with 6 defensive backs.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. 15. Regular.
Drops back on first down. Is there for the catch.
Matt Hasselbeck is really a perfect West Coast style of quarterback. He's quick in the pocket. He has a quick release. He understands defenses, and he rarely makes those mental mistakes.
And they'll line this one up with 2 tight ends.
Get him blocked. Let's get off this field, man. Keep your eyes open. Regular.
Jones, the ball carrier. Brought down around the 45-yard line. Gain of about a yard. That brings up second down. Second and 9. Ball on the 45-yard line. Hasselbeck steps to the line of scrimmage. Single back backfield this time.
White 80. Yo.
Drops back. Throws on the run. It's dropped. Grant was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. Third down now, 9 to go. Ball on the 45. Hasselbeck dropping back. Throws it short. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. Rossum is back awaiting the punt. He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 24-yard line. They'll take over at the 24-yard line. First down, 10 to go. They go with the run. Tackled at the 29-yard line. Gore picks up 5 yards with the carry. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 29-yard line. Gore is the single setback. They'll keep it on the ground again. Brought down at the 40. There's a player shaken up on the play. From their own 40-yard line. Big set this time with 2 tight ends. Gore again. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. Gore gains around 3 yards on the run. Second and 7 coming up here. They line up in a one-back set. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time. Sacked on the play. Time to break down that play using... They line up at the 35. Gore lines up as the single back. Back to pass. Goes through his read. He goes up high for the catch. A decent game there on that pass.
Yeah, a little timing route there, and you really have to have faith as a quarterback to get that ball out of your hand quickly if you're going to play with that kind of touch on the ball.
Smith hands it off. to the 20, to the 10. Makes a move, and he's in. Touchdown. He's one of the guys they can count on for big plays.
And big plays being big ticket sales. That's exactly the kind of plays that NFL fans pay their money to come see.
And the point after is good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Nedney gets ready to kick it away. Decent kick. Gathered at the 6. He's hammered at the 29-yard line. They were forced to punt on their last drive. The offense will start at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. The Seahawks come out in the ace formation. Drops back on 1st down. Oh, you can't blame the quarterback there. Almost a catch, but he had it pop right out of there.
And that's so frustrating as a wide receiver. You know you're going to get hit on the play. Just wrap it up, make the catch, and go to the ground.
From their own 29-yard line. Hasselback back in the shotgun for this one.
Wait, 80. Wait, 80. Come on, G. Let the belly flip. Come on, dog, let's go.
Looking to throw. He throws right. Hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it. The intended receiver just got laid out.
Boy, that was a big hit. I'm not surprised at all he couldn't hold on to that one.
Tickets will be revoked without refund, and individuals will be escorted from the stadium.
It's 3rd down, 10 yards for a first. Ball on their own 29. Drops back. Makes the throw up the middle. Roman catches it. Interception. He's tackled at the 34. Nice pick for the safety.
You could see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He was having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
Roger.
3 wideouts here. The halfback with the carry. He's dropped at the 31. So a pickup of maybe 3. That'll bring up 2nd down. They line up at the 31. San Francisco is going with the offset I backfield. Here's the halfback. And they get him around the 26-yard line. Gain of a handful, and so it'll be 3rd down. Third down now, they'll need a couple of yards to convert for a 1st down. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Gore gets the carry right side. Tackled at the 23. I'm not sure he would have had that if it wasn't for that extra effort.
Yeah, a little guts, a little determination on that one. Those are the type of conversions you have to make if you're going to win football games.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 21-0. They line up at the 23. Offset I formation in the backfield. Back to pass. Tipped pass. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while, you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. Gore takes the handoff. He's tackled right around the 18-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. The defense sets up in the nickel. Nice play fake. Gets the ball away. The quarterback was lucky to get rid of the ball there.
And the protection just has to be better because right now this pressure is starting to get in the head of the quarterback. He's making some bad throws.
Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Looks to pass. Short throw. He's there for the catch. He's dropped around the 9-yard line. That's a great 4th down conversion.
Yeah, but you don't want to make a living on 4th down. You'd like to execute a little bit better on the first 3 downs. Let's see what they can do here.
They line up at the 9. They're packed in tight on the line. Gore gets it on the inside. And they get him at the 6. The back gets 3 on the carry. Only 5 yards away from the goal line. They line up in the jumbo set. Smith with the give. Brought down behind the line. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
It's the 11th play of the drive. Nickel defense. On play action. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. What a play by the defender.
And the quarterback really caught a break on that one, that wasn't intercepted.
Very little hesitation from the coach here. He'll send the offense back out, looking for the score on this 4th and goal situation from the 7. The 49ers will continue to pour it on. The defense has struggled defending the pass in this one. He's now got 3 scores through the air.
Yeah, I always felt like with the rules the way they are today, that as long as you're executing as an offense and protecting up front, you should be able to throw the football. And when they've had opportunities to make plays today, they've made them.
It's good. San Francisco with a commanding lead. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Nedney is ready to kick this one off. Kicks it off. And he's drilled. What a hit. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 25. Seattle comes out in the shotgun.
Regular. Hey, never quit, fellas.
Back to pass. With the catch. At the 40, at the 30. Brought down with only one man to beat. And that was a huge gain through the air.
There's nothing like a big pass play to spark an offense. You can see the enthusiasm now, not just in the quarterback and the receivers, but also in those big guys up front.
First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 19. This defense is looking to make it 3 straight trips to the red zone without a single point. Drops back on first down. Looks like offsides. Here's the official call.
Offside, defense.
He was just a bit early on the snap there.
Yeah, he left on Friday.
Good situation for the offense here, facing a 1st and 5 after the penalty. He looks to throw on first down with the catch. They finally bring him down, and it's 1st and goal. We have 2 minutes left to play in this game. First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. Hasselback with 4 wide receivers.
Here we go, man. Here we go. Wait, 80. Wait, 80.
Hasselback drops to throw. They'll score. Touchdown. They'll look to tack on the extra point. Up and good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Seattle lines up for the onside kick, and it looks like they've caught the return team completely off guard. Drilled at the 35. The way things have gone for them today, you almost knew they wouldn't come away with the onside recovery.
It's been a rough game for them for sure. At this point, you got to think they're probably just going to be glad this one's over.
They'll give it off here. He fights forward to about the 33. Just about 3 yards there.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Give to the tailback. Brought down around the 31-yard line. A 2-yard run by the halfback. It's 3rd and 5. They line up in an I. Play action. Deep throw, end zone. He brings it in, touchdown. That last touchdown gave him 4 on the day. It's almost like he's working with magnets out there.
Yeah, you know, magnets attract, but if you turn them upside down, they also repel. I think right now these defensive backs are being repelled from this receiver. He's tearing them up.
The kick is up. It's good. With just over a minute to go in the 4th quarter, the score is 49ers 35, the Seahawks 7. The kick. He's hammered at the 22-yard line. They were able to put together a nice drive on their last possession. They'll be looking to make it 2 in a row on this drive. Seattle lines up with 3 receivers.
Come on, baby.
Drops back to pass. Moves to his right. Lewis bats it away. Burleson was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in.
Premium seat areas allow guests to enjoy access to private club facilities.
They line up at the 22.
Enhanced food and beverage menu.
The 49ers bring in the nickel
For more
package.
information on premium season tickets, please see a guest service specialist.
Back to pass. Hasselback gets sacked. They're going to have to figure out a way to block him, or he's going to keep getting back there.
You know, I couldn't agree more. This is one of those guys that's sneaky fast. Even when I watch him on tape, He looks fast and he looks talented, but then you see him in person, and all of a sudden he's turning that corner so much faster. I think the same things happened to this offensive line. They weren't ready for this.
And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. It's 4th down. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Gets it away cleanly. Rossum fields it at the 40. They've put together 3 straight drives that ended in a touchdown. They are, without a doubt, playing as a complete team right now. The offense will start at the 42. Gord lines up as the deep back, I formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Throws out to the right. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. And for some reason, they pass the ball, and that will stop the clock. Not sure what they were thinking.
Well, just about the time you were thinking they were going to try and run this clock out, they go out and they're aggressive, but now the clock stops.
He's tackled at the 45. A couple of yards there.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. They will be short. The defense was able to stop him short of the 1st.
Well, I'm sure the defense was caught a little off guard by that run call there, but if you're going to call run there, you better pick up a 1st down or you're going to be reading about it in the newspaper the next day.
Looks like they decided to go for it here. And they'll line this one up with 2 tight ends. Inside handoff. Tackled at the 44-yard line. Well, this blowout will finally wrap up. Our score, 49ers 35, the Seahawks 7.
Thanks. And here's a look at your key plays in this game. This concludes another game of Madden NFL 2009. From all of us here, thanks again for being part of this game.